Hey, how's it going? This is Henry here, responding to your request for the quick video on tips you can use to get more exposure online, and you yes did see your link comment. So right now I'm on your website for the pharmacy.us. I like right here you have a headline. You can make it so that somebody can create an account, log in if they got one. Got a card in there as well too. It's good you mention some, like, you have all these different tabs too, like about us, CBD products, like FAQs, contact us as well too. And it's good, it looks like there's a lot of content on here, another good thing. And go down right here. Definitely have a lot of information too and infographics, that's definitely good. You got a contact form as well too. So one thing I recommend, whenever you have a website, you want to think to yourself, what's the first action you want the user to take? So in your case, I'm sure you want to make sure if they can shop your products and find the places to go where the products are. So I'd recommend putting that shop now button front and center. You'll see that shop now button and it'll go there. So you see, like right here, you have that with the holiday promotion. So like, I don't think this would be necessary anymore either because yeah, the promotion's done. So you can move the shop now button to like up here first thing for them to see first thing. Now, but I'm going to show you what happens when somebody's searching for CBD oil in Topeka, Kansas. First thing we see is the map portion of Google, and the top 3 people get the most traffic. So we got CBD American Shaman, CBD Sacred Leaf, and then Free State Oils. Once we move past the maps, we get into the organic section, another place where you want to have traffic. So we have here all these questions. N8essentials.com is the first page to appear. We're going to take a look into them. And we go down. So usually, a lot of times people advertise on certain keywords because Google has restrictions for CBD. Yeah, I mean, there's like, yeah, it's not, you can't really advertise for any keywords really related to that. But whenever somebody's advertising on a keyword, it's like they're paying to be on page one. In a sense, they're renting that space, and it's always better to own that space than rent. I'm going to show you some stats about Google search now. So page one actually accounts for 91.5% of the traffic. As you see, once you leave page one and hit page two, that traffic goes all the way down to 4.8%. So any page that's not found on page one is going to have a much harder time being found on Google. And 47% of the time a Google search is conducted, it is for local service or products of some sort. But not all traffic on page one is created equal, so each spot gets a different share. So as you see, the top 3 spots get the most traffic. And that first spot gets a lot more traffic than the last spot, 30% more traffic. If you get a top 3 organic spot to go along with the top 3 map listing, you're going to have an optimal amount of traffic. The more website visitors you'll get, that'll in turn lead to like more store visits, more orders placed, and then with that extra revenue, you can use that to expand the business. Even some companies too, by having positions on page one, they generate thousands of dollars more in monthly revenue, if not more, hundreds of thousands, and some even millions. So let's take a look here at N8 essential oils. So you see right here, they have a page about Topeka, Kansas. So right away they mentioned buy CBD Topeka, Kansas. They have content on here as well too. Looks like they got a lot of work. So yeah, whenever Google's ranking a site, they don't care much about the aesthetics. They look for content. So you want to have authoritative content on all your pages. For e-commerce, like your homepage, you want to make sure it's like it's really easily navigable for the users, making sure, hey, it's like you want to give them the feel that they're in a store and make sure that they can navigate to all the different product pages. But for each product page, you want to have as much information as possible about the product. So you want to have like the ingredients, the features, benefits. Think about telling a story about somebody who, like, you kind of like sell them telling a story. It's like, hey, we use this CBD oil and it helps like reduce like ADD, or it helps relax. So you can mention, like, tell stories. Like usually like a location page, you want at least 500 words of authoritative content. You can go past 500 and 1,000 to 1,000. The more the merrier. There's no such thing as too much. Even with the product pages too, you want to have as much information as possible. Another avenue to add content are blogs. So you can make a lot of blog articles about CBD. Like the more information you have about CBD, the more likely Google will rank you. Whenever somebody's searching for a celebrity on a Google search, the celebrity Wikipedia page is one of the first ones to appear in the search results. So Wikipedia is there because they have so much information about the celebrity, and the same could apply to you if you have so much information about CBD in Topeka, Kansas. And while having lots of great authoritative content is very essential, though, it's just one piece of the puzzle. Another thing needed is a thing called backlinks to rank. A backlink is when you put your website link onto another website. Not all backlinks are created equal. Some are more powerful than others. So it's similar to being a kid at a school trying to rise up in popularity. The kid could have great looks, great personality, but if they're not getting those votes of confidence, then it doesn't matter how popular they're going to get. So let's just say, for example, the CBDtimes.com, we're going to call them a top CBD media publication site, writes an article about how cool your store is, all the great products you have, and they had your website link in that article, and they gave you a follow. Google will see that and be like, oh, CBDtimes.com likes the Farmacy. We're going to move them up the rankings. And you'll find more and more of those popular sites to link up to. But if you put your website link onto a new site, we'll call it joecbd.com, and they gave you a follow, Google will see that and be like, oh, who's Joe CBD? And they like the Farmacy. We're going to keep the ranking the way it is. Their opinion doesn't carry much weight. We're going to go into a tool now called Ahrefs. So this gives you an overview about how a website does in the search engine. So right here, here's you. So you mentioned right here local organic produce, all natural and CBD hemp products. So it's good you mentioned the keywords like CBD, hemp, like produce. You could mention Topeka, Kansas as well. So you appear on 62 organic keyword searches. Is pretty good. Then you have 32 backlinks. And let's see here, and your traffic's at 49, which is good too. And your traffic has a $4 value, so it means you're getting revenue from search engine traffic. So let's take a look here at which keywords you're ranking for. So the Farmacy, your brand name keyword, actually you get a lot of search results from that, 100 times a month, and it's a keyword density of 9. It's really good. So the higher the keyword density, it means that the more difficult it is to rank and the more competitive it is. So like this one right here, the Farmacy, like this one, it searches over 2,000 times a month. Keyword density of 29. If you're at position 14, if you break the top 10, that's another avenue to add traffic. Even like CBD Topeka and Topeka, Kansas, these are good avenues to go to as well. So like they see they have 70, they have search volume 70 times a month and 90 times a month, but their keyword density is only 1 and 0. So that's definitely another place where you want to try to move up in the rankings. And so to do that, you want to add more authoritative content and then get strong, relevant backlinks. I'm going to get into backlinks a little later. And then even too with the product pages, you want to make sure it's really descriptive. So you got like hemp oil with 1,000 milligrams. The longer tail keywords are usually the ones that they usually have lower volume and they usually convert better. They usually have more purchases. So the more specific the product, the better, the more likely it will be to convert. Let's take a look at some of the backlinks you have to. So you want to be linking up to as many sites that are relevant as possible to what you do. So that includes CBD, hemp, supplements, food, health, Topeka, Kansas. So you see Ministry of Hemp. That's a good place to get an article, blog, get a link from because it's related to hemp. You want to get one from your local chamber of commerce as well, like Yellow Pages as well as another one too. And now let's take a look here at N8 Essentials. So this is their website. This is for the Topeka page. So they appear for 9 organic keywords in this search. Their organic traffic's at 44. They don't have any backlinks. We're going to take a look at their whole site though, how many backlinks they have. But with backlinks, you can see who your competitors are linking to and try to link up to those same sites. And it's not all about who has the most. You want to make sure you have a lot of quality backlinks. So let's take a look here at the traffic. Yeah, like CBD oil, Kansas, those are good keywords to get for CBD oil. Topeka, because it's not a lot of, the keyword density is low, like CBD shops Topeka, KS, 20 times a month. Let's see here, you can try to take a look to see their homepage as well. So like CBD shop near me, see the keyword density 16, they got position 7, like where to buy CBD oil. Let's see, other keywords. See, they have different location pages. That's how they get some through traffic. So they have they have it all across the country. So Salem, Oregon, so Pensacola, Jacksonville, North Carolina. They do a lot. Take a look at some of their backlinks too. Let's see, Digital Journal. So that one gives them a lot of power. Let's see some other places. Aero leads. ABC Newswire could be a good one too. Site links. So there's definitely a lot you could do there. And to rank in the map portion of Google, one thing you'll need is a thing called citations. A citation is the number of times that your business name, phone number, and address are listed across the web. You want to have between 50 to 100 plus more citations than your competition. We're actually going to go into a tool called a heat map. This actually tells you whenever somebody's searching for CBD oil around Topeka, Kansas, and other parts of Kansas, your Google map listing is going to rank much differently depending on where the search is being conducted. So as you see here, right now you're in a lot of red in Topeka, in the surrounding areas. So that means there's a lot of room for improvement. You want to be in the green. So some things you will have to do is get more citations is one. With the website, make sure you add a lot more pages of authoritative content. Even add location pages too, like not just Topeka. Think about all the surrounding towns too. So Watson, Tecumseh, Silver Lake, Elmont. You can do that. Also get those strong relevant backlinks. Even with your Google Map listing, it could be utilized similar to like a Facebook or Instagram. You can make posts about like what's happening, any specials you're offering, and everything like that too. Make sure too your Google Map listing has all the necessary information filled out on there. So like your hours, what you do, your product and services offered, logo, and even too, make sure you have a lot of photos in there too of your shop and the products. And then you can even, if you have old photos, you can take those and geotag the coordinates of where you see the red place, or the red spots. Go online to a website, put those geotag coordinates in there. Another thing too, you have the citations, as I mentioned. Also, another thing that helps too is getting more 5-star reviews. So it's like after a customer buys or visits your store and buys something, whether online or in store, you can encourage them to give you a review. It says, hey, like, were you happy with our product? If so, if you leave us a 5-star review in Google, like getting like 30 plus 5-star reviews helps Google too to determine where to rank the map listing. If they see you have all those rave reviews and then you're doing everything else really well, it's like they're going to be like, oh, the Farmacy is doing everything so well. They're getting rave reviews. They have a great website, optimized map listing. So what we're going to do is we're going to expose them in all these areas and move them up the rankings too. Even in like the map listings too, in the descriptions, you want to have at least 500 words about what you do. Like the more words, the better. And so I hope this was very helpful, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.